looky here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Well, happy Monday morning. Not morning. 6 minutes after morning.
Well, close.
Yeah.
Still Monday though. We made it.
We did make it.
We've had a rough couple of weeks. I'm just gonna say it's been a rough couple of weeks. So last Monday of June also.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Holy cow.
I know it's just insane. And just gonna get this out of the way right now because it is hot as hot can be. And today it's supposed to be what, like 105 or something?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I found a story that I think I should share. Let me find it here. I think, what did I label it? Super hot sun or something like that. Let me find it. There it is. Super hot sun. Yes, that's what I labeled it. So according to some science person, somebody had made mention about, they just posted something just rando on Twitter. Something about, okay, is it just me or does the sun seem like really hot? Like when you go outside, like I'm used to hot weather. 80s, 90s, that usually doesn't bother me kind of post. Yeah. She's like, but you go out and it feels like it's like singes, like
really?
You feel the heat of the sun.
Okay.
Have you noticed, like if you walk out in the sun right now, it's just like, damn, that's hot.
Yeah, I guess I really haven't thought much about it, but yeah, it is.
Pay attention next time you go out because apparently there's some science behind this. And what she had written had to do with, let me go back here. There we go. And I didn't think we were going to go down this road or I would have had this ready. But she just said that there's a cycle that the earth is in and we are in what they call solar maximum, orbiting closer to the sun than we have in like 22 years. So there's a cycle. Okay. So we're closer to the sun than we have been in the last 22 years. So for some people in my life, it's never been this hot in my life. It's probably true. It's probably very well could be true. Or you even for the rest of us, it's like, I don't remember how hot it was 22 years ago. I'm trying to think.
I'm sure we were bitching about it then too.
We probably were, but apparently it's a cycle and we do get closer to the sun on occasion kind of thing. So apparently there is some, I don't know if that's true, but it sounded good to me.
I mean, it makes sense because if I remember science and astronomy class or whatever, I remember like the sun was in the middle and the orbits were like this. So apparently this is farther away than right here. So that would make sense. But I don't know.
That would be called layman's terms.
Yes. That's called dumbing it down.
Laying down terms.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they had posted that this week. And I honestly, it was like subconsciously, I have thought that very thing walking. It's like, jeez, that is hot. Like you walk out in the sun in the middle of it. Like yesterday was scorcher. Today, and actually we've got a heat advisory yesterday, today, tomorrow. And then the flood warning goes into effect tomorrow morning for the next week.
They're
expecting 5 inches of rain up north.
It's bad
in some areas. And last time it was because of, wasn't it runoff from the melt in the spring, right?
I believe so. Yeah, because it was earlier in the spring.
Yeah. So it's the same path, but we're already seeing like some of the Saunders County rivers and creeks were flooding. I saw them in Fremont. I saw some marinas were telling people, come get your boats out of here because it's already above flood stage. So here we go.
Yeah. Poor Sioux City. I feel bad. I really do.
And it's coming to us, coming our way very soon. I think Columbus, the streets of Columbus, there was a bunch of flooding that was going on. A friend of mine lives out there and their barn area, their paddocks, the dry lots are underwater. There's just no place to get where it's dry to put, to get the animals out of the wet. It's terrible. So awful. Anyway, so we're right in the middle of that. But you know what? No mosquitoes. What's up with that?
I don't know. I assumed it was because we sprayed our backyard for bugs, but I don't have mosquitoes either. Really?
I have no bugs. I don't know. I was
thinking
all
these cicadas.
There's no cicada. Okay, so that's all in Indiana.
Okay, that's all south. So we weren't touched by the 17-year migration, whatever the hell it was. Okay.
No, and I haven't heard. I don't know. Maybe I have heard some, but I don't have any cicada killers.
Yeah. I haven't seen any either. I haven't seen a lot of wasps. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen a lot of wasps either. Normally we have knocked down a couple of nests by now, and I haven't seen any.
Interesting. Same with flies.
Maybe you and your Twitter people need to get in research. Maybe there's something behind it.
I don't know, but I'm not mad. I'm not.
No.
I'm not mad.
No, I'm not mad either.
Unless it's a symptom of something much worse that I need to know
no,
about.
I'm not mad.
I don't know. But anywho, so College World Series, did you get to watching the game yesterday? I didn't watch Saturdays.
It was actually kind of funny is because we were in Lincoln for a while during the game time, and we're driving home during the 9th inning, and it was a good 9th inning, and it was funny because it was 2 outs, 2 on, and a guy, the guy that was at the plate for not Tennessee, for A&M. If he hit a home run, they would have won the game because they were only
at the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
And so we're listening. Kevin Kugler's on the call because we're listening on XM, and the final out was like to the track, and the guy caught it, and he's the call, and he's making, or maybe it wasn't the final out. It was.
I think it was.
And
I think it was because the final ball was hit between first and second, went all the way to the wall. Okay,
so then whatever he referenced, it was funny because as soon as that play was made, I looked at Beth and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't think I blinked, or I wasn't focusing on driving that whole time during that. And Kevin on the radio said, so if you're driving in your car, you can pull yourself out of the ditches now. Man, that was a close one. I'm like, was he watching us? That was crazy. I just said that.
I was in the ditch.
Yeah, I literally hit the side of the interstate.
It was fun to watch because it was just like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect today. I mean, Tennessee is like the favorite.
Yeah.
By far. But when you're watching them play, Tennessee wasn't able to do anything. Those last 2 innings, wasn't able to do anything. Like it was just up and down. But A&M was constantly just chipping away, getting guys on base. That. And I have a question. Okay, so you were listening to it. I was watching this particular play. So ball was hit just behind second base. There's a runner on first, heading to second. The guy with the ball runs into the pathway, right? Has the ball. And the runner tries to slide under him. And he got hit in the face with the ball glove with the ball. So he's tagged out. Okay. Other circumstances, the ball fell out of the glove. He picked up the glove. He went back. He tagged him again. That's fine. But he cut his face on that ball glove because he got hit in the face. Why would you slide under someone if you can't go around the guy with the ball? You can't get off, right?
Yeah, you can't go out of the base. Like you can't go out of the base path. If you do,
right,
called out. Yeah.
So if he's right in front of you, you're out.
Yeah, that's like last ditch effort. You're trying to slide, but that makes no sense because unless he's straddling the bag and you're trying to dive and worm your hand in there, that makes sense. But not if you're in the base path.
He was 6 feet away from the base, maybe more.
Yeah,
and he went to slide, and his face just swap right into the glove.
Right at that point, you got to not do that because you could be out for the rest of the game and the next game if there is one.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I've seen that happen before, and I'm just like, why are they even trying to? Because once you're out of the base, you're out.
Yeah.
You're out.
And I don't know how much wiggle room there is on that base path. Like if there's like a foot on either side, I don't know what that is. I don't remember.
I don't think there should be any.
But I mean, you have to run. It's like you're on a balance beam.
You get off the bat, you're out. That's invasive motion. You're out. Yeah. So anyway, what's that?
That's a good question. I don't know. I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do it.
It'll be crazy. So anyway, but it was still fun to watch. So that's on. What time is the game today?
I think it's 6:30.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I believe.
I hope so, because it'd be terrible if it was at 2.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no, it's not, because I remember Kevin had said, be prepared because tomorrow night game time was 6 or 6:30, whatever. It's still going to be forecast to be 98 degrees.
It's still going to be terribly hot, and you're going to be wishing you were in the first base line for sure, because I think they're all in the shade at that point. They would be. Right?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. So anyway, speaking of not wanting to walk the line, Justin Timberlake, who refused the breathalyzer, by the way, when he got arrested last week.
Yeah.
More information coming out about that. A couple of things. First off, the arresting officer got doxxed this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Beth was telling me about that.
And and there's more than a few people, and I'm one of them. It almost feels like a smear campaign, like they're trying to make him out to be the bad guy. because first and foremost, he did not know who Justin Timberlake was. He's 30 years old.
So Beth had said that to me too. And I thought that seems odd. Like maybe you're not, I mean, I don't know, a guy, especially knowing that he's 30 years old, you would think that he would know who Justin Timberlake is.
But I don't know that he had
maybe by look, if they got his ID and it says Justin Bartholomew Timberlake, you would think, oh, I know this dude.
But maybe, even then, 30 years old, you don't know who Justin Timberlake is.
Right, come on, give me a break.
I kind of believe him though. I kind of do. But it's weird is that all of a sudden now all this information is coming out about him, and they're saying that he's known for, it's like he just makes things hard. He makes things trouble. He's not a favorite, and just feels like this smear campaign, like Justin's PR people are trying to make it sound like,
which they're burying the fact that Justin was driving intoxicated. Like, and if he was swerving, like he wouldn't have pulled him over if he wasn't swerving.
And they're now saying that somebody actually tipped off the cops, that there was a call made from the hotel. They won't say if it's one of his people, a hotel employee, or.
But that's good. That person should be praised for if they know somebody's drinking and getting into a car and they tip off the police. That's a good thing.
And they did it. It sounds like they did it as a means of letting the cops know, hey, just so you know, he shouldn't be driving. He was here for quite a while. It wasn't like they were trying to get him arrested. But they probably weren't in a situation where they could walk up to him and say, hey, give me the keys to your BMW.
Right.
Right.
And you know what really sucks too is that if those employees didn't do that and something happened and then they came back and said, how long was he at the bar? Oh, he was here for 5 hours. Why didn't you call? They had to do something.
They had to. So
they had to.
There's that little thing going on. And there was one other thing too, because they'd said that because he didn't know who Justin Timberlake was, that he actually stopped him once and gave him a warning. And then
he's been stopped twice.
He got stopped twice in the same night. So he got stopped once by the same guy, and the guy stopped him because of the call. That's kind of like how the story's piecing together. Called and stopped him and said, okay, I'm going to let you go home, but just go straight, or you can't, can you call somebody to come get you? I think that's what it was, that he wasn't supposed to be driving. Can you call somebody? You shouldn't be on the road.
Gotcha.
And anyway, it sounded like he was going to pull over and just like he was going to stay wherever he was. He was in town. There was some business, whatever. He was going to be there. But then he took off in his vehicle again. And that's when he ran the stop sign. And the police saw him run the stop sign and swerve in lanes. And so one of the business owners said, well, that's just bullshit. It's just bullshit because everybody runs that stop sign when nobody's around.
I mean, come on.
Okay, that's not exactly a good defense.
No, that is not. I mean, I get it. We all have those things that we do when nobody's around, like with traffic stuff, but come on. It's not good.
He did run it? Okay, he did. So anyway, it's pretty murky, but it just comes off. If he would just come out, and he was at a show and walked down the show and just said something like, it's been kind of a rough week. It's kind of hard to love me sometimes, But it's like, if he would have just come out and said, I was wrong and I appreciate the cops stopping me, and that was wrong of me to do that.
That's it. Be done with it.
It'd be over with, and he'd be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a hero. Wasn't there was a judge in Fulton County, Georgia, that got pulled over and she smacked a cop.
Oh,
she pulled one of those "Do you know who I am" things.
Oh,
and didn't want to be arrested for what he pulled her over, and I'm thinking it was DUI.
I'm assuming with the slap, probably a DUI or something.
And apparently she thought that was a good idea, but so I'm just saying that rarely works.
I don't think it ever works.
Do you know who I am? I don't think it.
I mean, I don't think it would ever work.
Mm-mm. So just mark that down as something not to do.
And if it does, if they say that, then if you know who they are, like, yes, I do know who you are. Can I please still have your ID and your registration?
Yeah. And now because you said that, I have to do something because I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Right. It's on my body cam and I can't not do it. So sorry.
Exactly right. So anyway, so there's that. And I don't know, do we want to play that video of the Foo Fighters?
Yeah, might as well do it. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Let me see do you have it?
I do have, I've got it on my phone. I don't have Twitter logged in on this computer.
Hold on, let me see if I can do it here. The long and short of it is somebody needs some attention.
Yeah.
But also it's pretty serious accusations. So I'm going to bring this up here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it real well or not.
I think we can try it. If we can't, we'll bail out of it.
Hold
It's
on
not like
here,
we're live or anything. We're fine.
Let me see if I can do this. So the Foo Fighters they were doing a show, and they decided they wanted to call somebody out. Let's see if I can figure out which one this is.
And I don't think I agree with him.
You don't think you do?
No, I don't. I don't agree.
Girl.
With him. Yeah, I don't agree with what he says. I don't think that's the case.
Here we go. Let's see if we can understand what he says. Here we go.
So we like to the Aries Club.
Thank God for subtitles.
We've had more than a few eras, and more than a few fucking eras as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just a couple. That's because we actually play live.
Like I don't agree with that. I mean, he first of all, he's crazy for going after T-Swizz with her army. But second of all, I don't agree with that. She plays live. She's
sure? She just doesn't have a live mic that she can talk into every once in a while?
No, she plays 100% live. 100%. There's no way. I'm on the record that I do not think that Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. I do think that Taylor Swift plays everything live.
100% live.
100% live.
Okay. Well, be sure. I'm marking that down. I'm going to save that post.
Yeah. Mark it down.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you think it could kind of be just that he had to know that was going to get picked up by somebody.
Yeah.
You say something like that, people are going to play that. But
and he doesn't. And ultimately, David Grohl doesn't care. He doesn't care. He couldn't care less. Foo Fighter fans couldn't care less. The more attention that they get because of it, whatever. He couldn't care less.
He's all right with that.
Yeah.
So there was that. And let's see, was there anything else that was like, we can't get by. I can't not talk about the girl.
Oh,
the Hawk to a girl.
The Hawk to a girl.
And if you don't know what that is, Google it.
My heart goes out to Hawk Tua's dad.
Well, okay, get this. So apparently her dad. Okay, I've heard two stories. One is that he is a minister.
Okay.
and is upset about the attention. The other thing is that she's a preschool teacher and she got fired. Mm-hmm. Well, do you think either one of those could be true?
I don't know. I would be if I was a preschool teacher and I mean, I don't know. That's tough. I don't know.
She was out with her friends. She wasn't doing it in the classroom. No. Lord knows.
100%. I think that's wrong. If that's true, I think that's wrong that she got fired. I'd be pissed.
She was joking around.
She's going to make more money in the next 3 months as the Hawk Tuah girl than she would probably in 2 or 3 years as a preschool teacher.
If she would just, what do you need to do? She needs to trademark that.
She needs to trademark it. She needs to get some shirts. She gets some merch, maybe some bibs. I don't know. Merch.
I think her name, what is her name?
I did see a funny, Iowa Hawk Tuas. I had Hawkeye. It was a Hawkeye logo.
Of course. Preschool teacher forced to resign is what one was saying.
Well, she'll just get a GoFundMe. Somebody will go set up a GoFundMe for her and she'll be like,
yes, she will be absolutely better than okay.
Well, you know what? I would love to see the demographics on the donations. 94% male. I bet.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was really funny. And her friend's reaction was funny. Her commitment to the little bit, whatever, was funny. It was just hilarious. And I'm sure her dad is very upset about the attention, but he's probably not shocked at the attention.
I can't believe that's the first time she's acted out.
No.
I'm sure that's on brand for her. I'm sure that's just her personality. And she's not afraid to just say
had a couple pops, and now we have a new national catchphrase.
There was a post by, of all people, Juanita Broderick. Okay, remember Juanita Broderick?
Oh yeah,
Clinton years, right?
Yeah,
she had that book. You better put some ice on that. I don't know if you remember that whole deal. That.
Yeah.
Anyway, she posted a picture and said the original HT girl, late 90s, and it was a picture of Monica Lewinsky with Jake Tapper. And she said, "Did you know Jake dated her in the late 90s?"
which I had no clue.
What? So was that before the Oval Office?
I would have
Had to be.
I mean,
Had to be.
you had late 90s, right?
When was
So I think he was. Well, it might have been. I don't know.
God, I don't even know what to Google. You got to be so careful. Hold on. It was in 95 is when it all started.
That would have been before.
It ended in 97.
Hurrdat.
Yeah, that all
Yeah.
ended in 97 unceremoniously. So, ooh. So anybody else that might know, Kathy just following up here. She said she read an article that said she was not actually fired, but no clue if it's true or not.
Okay.
We're just guessing. We're just throwing stuff against the wall, Kathy.
Kathy, our head of research.
But see what you can find out about Lewinsky and Jake
Yeah.
Tapper. But anyway, and somebody had posted at the bottom, no wonder he's always so bitter.
Yeah. That's funny.
So this week at the debate, just have that little picture in your head.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So.
It's a perfect way to end our live.
So there you go.
All right, you guys. Have a great week. Thanks for watching, listening. Rate, review, and subscribe. It's the best way to help other people find our show. We appreciate it. Have a good one and stay cool. Rate, review, subscribe. See ya.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.